Hi, I'm Mike Polito.
Hi, I'm Katie Polito, and
This is Call to Love Again. We're in our series on purpose-driven dating.
And
How-
today we're going to start with the actual. We're going to start with the actual stages. We're going to start with stage 1 of purpose-driven dating.
Keep in mind, we're going to be using what we learned in the prior video
So we're
on
gonna-
what is purpose-driven dating, but also how to use the virtues and vices and to discern this person,
Right.
so we can make sure we avoid those big pitfalls
Yes.
and as we do.
And
So-
it's such an interesting thing. It's a little bit different than dating your first time around as a single person. And so we know the culture out there of dating and meeting
yeah,
people.
that connect world is really not favorable to intentional dating or this purpose-driven dating. So we advocate a low risk, right? So you're not getting hurt and you're not disconnecting unnecessarily in a deeper emotional and physical way. It's balanced. It focuses on friendship and it creates a firm foundation.
For love to grow.
Yeah, and that is the basis of true love is in friendship. Of
Yeah,
dying
I
to
really
self.
think the goal of this stage is, one, to discern virtue, and the way to do it is to go slow, which is so counterintuitive.
But what does slow mean? Give us a couple examples of slow physically,
Slow physically, slow emotionally, right?
slow affectionate.
Slow affection.
So at this stage, we're not doing any affectionate. We can do a friendship hug,
Side hug.
right? If you're
If it's appropriate,
if it's
and
appropriate.
even that might be,
A boundary issue.
and
Yeah.
something like that. So, I think this idea of romance is another issue that we really need to talk about.
Right, because romance can blind us, right? Blind us to really seeing that person really effectively, to seeing the virtues and vices. So we're going to not do the line in the sand is there's no physical affection.
There's no romantic pursuit.
Or emotional, would you call that more emotional?
It is. I think that would be an emotional pursuit. Going above and beyond, like wanting to make these dates like over excessive and really ways to impress her. And
Absolutely.
I would keep that. I would say there was none of that in this stage. I would say this stage is really on developing a friendship with somebody, really getting acquainted with them. Getting to know them, asking questions.
Spending your limited time. You can't spend an inordinate amount of time with it. You've really got to be willing to go meet in maybe public places like we did.
Right. Not alone, not spending time alone, right? With friends, in groups.
That's a good...
I think those are all really ways to keep from getting too emotionally attached during this stage.
So limit your time. Go out on a date, maybe for a coffee. Limit it, right? I would avoid alcohol. I would avoid,
anything that impairs your judgment.
Absolutely.
It shouldn't look like a date.
Right. Look like meeting out for a friend for coffee.
Right.
Okay.
I think so.
What about exclusivity?
I wouldn't say you're exclusive at this stage.
So
during this time, it's very important to be open to what God may be doing with you and this person or with another person. So it shouldn't feel like you're dating many people. It should just feel like you're getting to know many people and really practicing those discernment tools that we talked about. You have to spend enough time with this person to see them in different situations so that you can discern how virtuous they are or what vices they struggle with. But the big goal here is to keep yourself detached, to send the message that you are getting to know them and nothing more.
Yeah, so if you see a red flag,
you can easily step away.
Walk away without any hurt to your heart or any promise of commitment. We see a lot of times that people tell us that there's instant commitment, right? You go on a first date, now you're in deep with them, and that's just not the case. So how long does stage 1, how long does this last?
Well, I think, based on how long it takes to develop friendships, if you're talking about acquaintance, I would say 3 to 6 months, to really develop an acquaintance relationship first and then start to develop a deeper friendship. But when you're talking about making friends, that can take a long time, up to a
Yeah,
year.
sure.
So I would say it's different for every
Absolutely.
person, how well you click, how well you mesh, whether the other things in your life make it easy for you to grow your friendship.
Yeah, but after a month, this expedited romance, right? There is no instant.
No, there's no love at first sight. It takes a long time to get to know somebody's
Yeah,
character. And so I think if you're feeling drawn to this person, then spend enough time with them to get to know them and be able to say, yes, they are virtuous. And I want to get to know them better. And I don't want to get to know them better, because this is somebody I would never accept as a spouse. This is somebody I can never see myself marrying. Recreational dating is not purpose-driven dating.
Right. And then what end up is that there should be some attraction. That urge, as we so talk about, should be there. There should be a desire to be close. And so make sure we're not getting into a mode where we're just seeing a friend, right? There has to be a further draw into that. And that is key moving on to the second stage. So to wrap up this stage it's low risk. You can walk away at any time.
Mm-hmm.
It's balanced, right? We're keeping an even keel. We're not spending too much time.
Or, what's really great about this stage, you can keep this friend, right? Because you never get to the point where there's an idea of romance or an idea of being in a relationship. So it may be somebody that you can always maintain
Or they introduce you to somebody.
healthy friendship
Right.
with.
So that's important. So we hope you like this first stage. Come back next video. We're going to do stage 2. We're going to get deeper into this and how this relationship is progressing in friendship.